He'll bring it out. It's Pena. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carry.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll run it again. Smashes through the tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it out. It's Pena. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick. And
he's got it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Trying the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up second down.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll leave it with him. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the big fella. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. Makes the catch and knocked down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, USC! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Coming out with it, it's Pena. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Loss of 1 play. 2nd down coming up.
They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USC 21, SMU 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Here comes the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
21, SMU 0.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Second down.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is to 36. Now on the option. He'll pitch it, finding open areas. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
Knocking on the door. Offense now in the red zone.
He's looking to throw it. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He'll try to take it back. The 40, the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going.
And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup, found a little something on this drive, see if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Going up top on first down. Took a shot as he threw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Second down coming up. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wide out in motion. Dialing up a second down pass play. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Hums it downfield. And they can't make the play on third down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on second down. He's got his man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab enough for the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Field goal is good. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Trojans want to move quickly. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're working that left side. At the 45, on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
USC 28, SMU 10.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Fires to the middle. Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. And here's the third interception of the night. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. The corners are walked up tight. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Nice move to keep moving. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the running.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. I understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Now the pitch.
The running back carries the ball. Steps out of bounds at the 42. Now, 4th down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll throw it on first down. Finds us back in the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
At the end of the third quarter of play, with the score, USC 35, SMU 17.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw, feeling some heat. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On the ground, it's Akbar. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, the ball's on the ground. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's Akbar. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 12 to North Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. After the incompletion, looking at second down. They'll go to the ground. Oh, it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here for the offense.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a...
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.